solar tubes is above our ceiling line, which is at a 9-foot level. We have another 12 foot above that ceiling. And for us to have installed a traditional skylight, if you will, would have just been, I mean, the cost would have been just phenomenal. The full intention of installing these skylights was not just to save money. We at Hillenbrand, we look at what we consider our best option. In looking at this project, we had to move some of our executives out of very nice window offices and create some space on an interior space that did not have that great of a view for us to install windows. With our partnership with Kramer Roofing and with Carlisle, we looked at how do we bring natural light in for these folks. Being used to window offices, our best option was the skylights that you see installed upstairs. It wasn't about the cost saving, it's about creating an experience for our associates.
I've been in office spaces that have outside windows, some on the corners of buildings and so forth, and literally I was in this space before it was turned into this space in a different office environment. Of course, there are no windows in here, but now there is natural light coming in through the skylight. And it's a real difference. I notice it during the workday. Sometimes as the sun goes behind a cloud and then comes back out, you just know you're seeing the outside.
There's many opportunities to increase productivity with natural light, and it just makes people genuinely feel better. You don't feel closed in. We had to move a lady off of a walled office that had windows, and we put her to an interior office. And one of her requirements in doing so was that she had to have access to natural light. When we installed these skylights, she was ecstatic.
Well, I'll tell you something that happened a couple weeks ago. The electricity went out in the company for about an hour, and in the past we'd be in the pitch dark, we were trying to answer phones and couldn't see anything, and it was kind of like, okay, it's pretty nice. We have light still, so we can still see. It is nice to see the sunshine come through, and it does help motivate you, and it just feels good to know what the weather's doing.
If it gets too bright, there's a damper that's up inside the tubes that all you do is you got a switch, you can open or close that damper at any given time. Matter of fact, we have times where we'll turn that damper on because people are always walking up and down the hall saying, hey, you left lights on. And there's no lights on, it's just the skylight.
Sometimes I'll come in, maybe before somebody else in the hallway is here, or even on the weekend or something like that, and I'll turn the corner and I'll literally think to myself, oh, you forgot to turn off the light last night, because there's light coming in.
There's a lot of things I can tell you that I like about it, but the best thing I like is the employee satisfaction. Because doing things right don't necessarily mean you've done the right thing. Doing these skylights is doing the right thing. If you look at the tubular skylights themselves, they carry the same warranty as the Carlisle roofing. Carlisle stands behind their skylights no different than they do their roofing, and everybody knows how they stand beside the roofing. The skylights were just a natural fit with what we were doing here, and it just saved us a ton of time over traditional skylight installation.